Hi, I'm Sean Gannon and this is Minute Math, and today we're going to learn about radical equations. I'm going to solve each equation and remember to check for extraneous solutions. So if I was given this equation here, negative n plus the square root of 6n plus 19 equal to 2. Okay? Well, to solve this, I'm going to bring the n over to the right. So I'm going to add an n to both sides, leaving me with the square root of 6n plus 19 equals n plus 2. Now I can square both sides to get rid of the radical. Make sure when I square, I also square the n plus 2. Leaving me with 6n plus 19 here equals n plus 2 times n plus 2 comes out to be n squared plus 4n plus 4. Okay? Now I'm going to subtract everything over. Subtract the 6n to both sides and subtract the 19 to both sides, leaving me with 0 equals n squared minus 2n minus 15. So now we think when we factor here, what two numbers multiply to be negative 15 but add to be negative 2? Excuse me, and that's a negative 5 and a positive 3. And so my two solutions here are positive 5 and negative 3. And now I need to check both of those, okay? So I set both parentheses equal to 0 and got 5 and negative 3. So we do our check here. So we're left with, or checking here, n equals 5. So negative n equals square root, not square root, is plus. Getting ahead of myself here. Plus the square root of 6n plus 19 equals 2. Keep everything on their own side here. That 5 can be a little neater. Let's plug 5 in. Negative 5 plus square root of 6 times 5 plus 19 equals 2. Okay? 6 times 5 is 30. So we have negative 5 plus square root of 30 plus 19 equals 2. 30 plus 19 is 49. So we have negative 5 plus the square root of 49 equals 2. Square root of 49 is 7. So negative 5. I stop speaking different numbers that I'm writing. Negative 5 plus 7 equals 2. Negative 5 plus 7 is 2. So 2 equals 2. Left and right are equal. Fantastic. 5 is a true solution. Looking good. We have two solutions. We got to check the other ones. Go n equals negative 3 here. Rewrite my equation. Negative n plus square root of 6n plus 19 equals 2. Let's plug negative 3 in. So negative 3 gets plugged in there, right? Plus square root of 6 times negative 3 plus 19 equals 2. Well, negative 3 is just a positive 3. Plus the square root of 6 times negative 3 is negative 18 plus 19 equals 2. Negative 18 plus 19, well, that's just 1, right? So we have 3 plus the square root of 1 equals 2. Well, square root of 1 is just 1, so we're left with 3 plus 1 equals 2. And 3 plus 1, well, 3 plus 1 is 4. Does 4 equal 2? No. Not true solution. So what that means that this is an extraneous solution, that negative 3 is our extraneous solution, and so our only real solution is n equals 5. So let's recap. I brought the n over from my original equation to have n plus 2, and then I squared both sides. When I squared both sides, I distributed. I knew that n plus 2 all squared was n plus 2 times n plus 2. If you need to write that out, great. I kind of skipped that step here. So that factored out to be, multiplied out to be distributed, n squared plus 4n plus 4. Subtracted 6n to both sides, subtracted 19 to both sides, leave me with 0 equals n squared minus 2n minus 15. Factored that, what two numbers multiply to be negative 15, but add to be negative 2, and that is n minus 5 and n plus 3. Set both of those equal to 0, and I got n equals 5 and n equals negative 3. I have to check my work. I plugged them back in here, right? I checked it. So I plugged 5 back in the original equation, and when I simplified down, I got 2 equal to 2. That it's true, right? It's left and right hand side were both equal when I simplified it. And so I can say that 5 is a real solution, not extraneous. But I did the same thing with negative 3. Plugged that in, simplified, and I got 4 equals 2. That right there is not a real, that's not true, right? 4 does not equal 2. Not in our universe, at least. And so that's an extraneous solution. So negative 3 was an extraneous solution here. Cross that off. And so my final answer, I only have one real solution, and that is n equals 5.